Alright, how are you guys doing today? I am using the standard Mega Blaziken, but I'm using Gardevoir instead of Sylveon because I don't currently have Sylveon. But I started playing Ranked at the end of Season M3, and I've noticed something. I am in Ultra Ball Rank 4. This is where I ended last season. And I think my goal is to just showcase essentially what the average player goes through. Because I think we all watch, YouTube videos and stuff if you guys are really into competitive Pokemon and you're new into it. And all of the big streamers are just talking about how easy it is and how, like, oh yeah, getting to Master Ball takes no effort. Getting to Master Ball takes no effort. No, getting to Ultra Ball takes no effort. Everybody gets to Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball is what takes no effort. Ultra Ball is where you face teams that you've never seen in your life, like a Bellabolt team or a Snorlax, a one-hit KO Snorlax team, that you watch Wolf Glick play one time, but you don't remember it. All that kind of stuff. And so I think my goal here for today is just to showcase a Mega Blaziken team in a way that the average player plays. And you guys are going to grow with me along the way. And we're going to try our best to just get better at Pokemon champions and set realistic goals so that way you guys can kind of bounce off of them. So this is a hard trick room. No, not quite hard trick room, but they know that I'm super fast. So I assume they're going to go with a trick room here, which means, and they have Pelipper to set the weather. They might still, whatever. So I think the thing with Ultra Ball, the reason why I don't want to talk too much about it is because I think the main issue with Ultra Ball is thinking too much. Like, I watch YouTube videos of people in the champion rank, and they're thinking about all the possibilities. But I think just making the best play for yourself is what I'm starting to realize is the way to climb in Ultra Ball specifically. So I think with that, I'm definitely going to lead Blaziken for the fire pressure. We have Torkoal hidden in the back. Blaziken Aerodactyl just to mess with their heads because I don't really know what's best here. And then we run Torkoal in the back for sure. Who's my next? Okay, they just chose King Gambit for me. See, and I take too long to pick. This is another problem that I run into all the time. This is actually a good run. I don't think we Mega Evolve yet, but I definitely think we Flare Blitz into Sinistcha because that's their Trick Room setter. And we Ice Fang. I don't want to double. I really, really don't want to double here. Dang, but this is a pretty good lead. Do we just make the safe play in Rock Slide? Yeah, safe play Rock Slide here. Okay. And they're going to set up the Drizzle. So Rock Slide's going to be nice against Pelipper because it was physical moves. So come on. Wow, super, super bulky Pelipper. Extremely bulky Pelipper and in the rain. And I take the recoil. Not much though, that's nice. My speed rose, but with the rain, I think we swap into Torkoal to reset the sun. To get us into sun, and we Rock Slide again. I could go for Tailwind, but I'm very, very scared to with Sinister still alive. I'll just swap the Aerodactyl, that's fine. If they pull Sinistcha here, then I'm going to swap. Malamar's going to go for Minimize. See, and it's just people are just better in this rank. People are just really, really good. They know what to do. I'll yawn the Malamar. Do we feel like Mega Aerodactyl is our most successful play here? We haven't seen all of his Pokemon. Oh, yes, we have. No, I think Mega Blaziken is the move. So we don't Mega Aerodactyl. We go for Tailwind. No. I guess we just Rock Slide again. Just keep up the Rock Slide pressure. I'm in a very, very awkward spot. But it's okay, because we're going to yawn the Malamar. I don't want to leave the Malamar alone. But I know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to go for Minimize and all that nice, fun junk. Perfect. We flinched Malamar. That's actually really, really good. That's actually really, really good. I think here we Burning Jealousy because he's going to stat boost before he dies. And we swap Aerodactyl into Blaziken? Or do we swap Aerodactyl into King Gambit? Yeah, we can't swap into Blaziken, so we have to swap into King Gambit here. I have to get rid of the stat drop. This is very difficult. I don't know how to play into this team appropriately. Superpower. I've never heard of that move in my life. Oh, but Torkoal gets Burning Jealousy burn on Malamar, and Malamar goes to sleep. That's actually perfect. I knew he was going to... I was planning on a Minimize, but I'm very, very confused as to why he did Superpower. I'm not even really sure what that is. Thank goodness we're playing against someone that's, like, bad. I think we swap... They're really trying to get rid of my Torkoal here, so I think we swap into Aerodactyl. And we Iron Head. I mean, Grimmsnarl could get the light screen off. So we Kowtow Cleave that slot, the Malamar slot. Because Malamar's totally going to switch here. Or I hope Malamar switches here. But see, making predictions like that, I feel like in Ultra Ball rank, people still are like... People are just as dumb as you. You know? And I think that's the wow. So switching to Aerodactyl was not the right call. Good, I can just switch back to Torkoal. Actually, maybe it was. Maybe it was decent. Maybe we kill the Malamar here. What? How tanky is this Malamar? Okay, so we let King Gambit die. Wow. I don't know. I really don't know what to do here. We swap back into Torkoal. We switch in Torkoal here. And we go for a Sucker Punch on the Malamar, maybe? Yeah. Yeah. This Weather War garbage is very, very annoying. This guy's just better than me. This guy's just better than me. Okay. Eating a fire type attack, that's not bad for Torkoal. And Torkoal's going to get leftovers. I feel like we just have to Burning Jealousy here. Because he's just going to swap out Pelipper again. Back into Grimmsnarl. So we Burning Jealousy here. And does he... He knows I have Sucker Punch. So does he switch moves? I'm just going to Kowtow Cleave. It's the safest option. Perfect. So we get a free Kowtow Cleave on this slot. I should have Iron-Headed. I should have Iron-Headed, man. Okay, I was playing a Sack King Gambit anyways because I don't think King Gambit is very successful here. But he knows Burning Jealousy is nice against Sinistra, but not enough. Not enough. Ooh, this guy's very, very good. But he has low HP everything. His Malamar's burnt. Or not. I feel like we bring an Aerodactyl here. I mean, he could swap into Grim. So he's hoping to... But if I bring in Blaziken, it's just super, super weak. Sinistra's going to swap out. No, Sinistra can't swap out. So we Weather Ball Sinistra here. And I feel like we Rock Slide here. Because he has to swap Pelipper. And then we get Rock Slide Chip. Oh, a Sinistra. It's okay. Grimmsnarl dies to this. Grimmsnarl super dies to this. He dies to both. So he's sacking his Grimmsnarl. Maybe. Torkoal maybe doesn't do enough damage, actually. Nope. Yep. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So his Grimmsnarl's dead, his Malamar's low. If I can get him to where he has to use Pelipper and Sinistra, that would be amazing. Surely he withdraws Pelipper here because the only way... No. Yeah, he has to withdraw Pelipper here. Pelipper into what, though? Well, but his Malamar is Psychic. Do we Burning Jealousy for spread? Or do we... Pelipper protected so we can just go super, super hard into that slot. And hope he swaps. Perfect. Perfect. Please be Sinistra. Yes! We double into Sinistra and we win. Oh, okay. Okay. This is good. This is good. And then Weather Ball hits Malamar. Right? No, Weather Ball hits Pelipper. Psycho Cut, not enough damage. So we keep Torkoal here. Just as a tank. Ooh, down to 6 HP. Does it die off a burn? Does it die off a burn? Hold up, guys. Maybe I'm... Oh, it lives on 1? But his Malamar's dead here. And then Blaziken for the cleanup. I think he wants me to swap into Blaziken here. But Malamar dies to the burn. So I feel like we just double protect here. I can't double protect here. So we go for the Rock Slide. I don't think Torkoal dies to anything from Pelipper. But we protect. His Malamar dies here. Did Pelipper try to go into my Torkoal? That would be crazy, right? Wow. Torkoal has been the MVP. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I cannot believe we just won that. I cannot believe we just won that. That was huge. Okay. So, the fact that his Malamar didn't have Minimize was really, really good for us. I'm not really sure what this guy was doing. That was insane. Well, that was a good win. But you see what I'm saying? Where, I mean, you can make minor predictions. Like, essentially, the things that I figured out is the only predictions that can be accurately made during, like, to the most accuracy in Ultra Ball rank are predictions that are like when someone protects and you have a Pokemon that can do super effective damage and they protect a turn, it's pretty likely they're going to switch out. And if they don't switch out, then they have to they risk eating damage. So it's like banking on a switch and doubling into a slot after a protect is a pretty good decision. But besides that, I feel like it really comes down to making the best play for yourself. And always switch before protecting. Because I think the enemy also knows that. And they also know that when you protect and then switch, they can double into the slot if they're smart. And so that might be why you're getting, you're having a difficult time beating someone, because you're protecting and then switching, versus I think it's always better to switch into someone that is, resistant or even like neutral damage. If it's your main, if you're like, oh shoot, I gotta switch gears here and go into this win condition that is currently out on the field during this lead, well, oops, guess I'm gonna, you either sack them, and that I think is a problem I ran into a lot, where I would protect and then they would just get absolutely annihilated, because then the next turn they would double into the slot, and even though I was going for a move that would get a KO, they did something that allowed them to, they used a trick to allow themselves to move faster, versus like, if you just switch early, I feel like it catches people off guard more often. But aside from that, I don't know. This is my first ever Pokemon YouTube video. Not very good at speaking yet, but we're going to get better. And so I hope that this was somewhat valuable for you guys to watch. This is only my, first month, I would say, in total of playing double battles in Pokemon Champions, the competitive format, and I really enjoy Mega Blaziken, and so I think I'm going to continue to produce stuff like this, and I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and that it's somewhat helpful. And if you guys have any requests for anything or any feedback that could help make, my videos better, I would absolutely love to hear it and to see it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.